Good morning to you, my friends. I am Eric V. I am Hoy Soy. That's right, I am the voice of FutureSquawk, and do appreciate each and every one of you guys being here and listening as we go through the chart talk this beautiful Tuesday morning, guys. This beautiful day, and guys, we are seeing in the overnight session. We did see rotation a little bit lower after the close, down to the lows are the 23 halves, guys. The 23 halves, but guys, that 23 half is still above the previous all-time highs on the Z contract, those 21. So guys, we did see that in the overnight session, did see us rotate down to the 23s. Highs of the day, guys, are the 34 quarters, guys. We're trading 30 quarters right now, 29 30 quarters, and by 30 halves, guys. We just did have some housing numbers that just came in, guys. Some housing numbers that just came in at 8 o'clock. Those of you guys who are here, who are participating in the broadcast, you guys, the subscribers, you guys got those numbers as soon as they came out. We are guys seeing a little bit of an offer in the last half hour, 45 minutes, guys. Seeing some offer here in the ES off those overnight highs. But guys, I do think that it's worth pointing out that we are in two-sided trade here on the ES. We're in two-sided trade here on the YM, guys. We're in two-sided trade here in the Russell. Yet to say that about the NASDAQ, my friends. Yet to say that about the NASDAQ, even though we are off all-time highs. So let's talk about it, right? Yes. So I like to highlight today a couple of things. ES is still initiative and above the previous all-time high. That's the 21, guys. We did see an attempt below it yesterday, but failed miserably, guys. Failed miserably in that attempt below it. I think that today's going to be a digestion day, a congestion zone, if you will, into FOMC. So guys, that's what we're seeing here. That's definitely what we're likely to continue to see, is some positioning, right? Sunday night gap filled, indeed it did. Into that Monday session, yeah, the gap filled in the overnight session tonight. The gap filled from the, Sean says that gap was from, I guess it took off from the 31.75s, guys, and then all the way down we opened at the 29.75s, give or take. So yeah, that gap has filled from Sunday. Good job, Sean. I like where your head's at. So let's see here, guys. What do we have on the 4-hour time frame? There's no doubt about it. We're in an uptrend in the 4-hour time frame. We're still initiative, out of balance above those previous all-time highs, guys. And definitely worth a look, right? Worth a look on that 4-hour time frame to see where we're at. On the 4-hour time frame, guys, those of you guys who do not have, who are following along on YouTube, that's right, guys. You guys do not have the same love that the subscribers don't have access to the chart. We do have a 4-hour lean, guys. We do have a 4-hour lean. If we see one rotation back up above the middle of this previous area of balance, I think we can establish this as a lean and move our lean up to the 28.92s ish on the 4-hour. But for now, guys, this breakout zone that we had above the previous all-time highs, I think that this 2860 is where we're at. Well, guys, that's I'm gonna have to revise that, redact that, and bring that back up, guys. So that is, we are seeing overlapping price activity higher, guys. We are seeing overlapping price activity. We did get back to the middle of the area of balance, so I do think that it's fair to say, right, we did test, put in a lower extreme at the lows of the day yesterday. 1775, if I'm not incorrect. Let's see what that is. 1775, yeah, it is. So So yeah, guys, we did see overlapping price activity. Did put in a low above the previous highs, above those above that previous swing. So, guys, I do think that we have moved up that stop, guys, all the way into the 90 mid 90s, right? So 90, I have it at 28.94 with that with that overlapping price activity that we had here on the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, you guys can see here, guys, we had that overlapping price activity here from the 2867s up into the we'll just call it the upper extreme. Let's call it the 17s, 2917, guys. So 2867 to 2917, the middle of that area of balance, my friends, is, and no doubt about it is, and will continue to be for the time being, that the 2892, 9275. So let's just make that the 9275 today. I had it 94 yesterday, but I think we can definitely tighten that up a little bit, guys. Long lean bias on the 30-minute time frame. Yeah, you bet we do have it. You guys do bet we have that, and we are looking at the 11s. So, guys, at the 11 quarters is the long lean bias on the 30-minute time frame. Let's talk about why very quickly. So we do have that long lean bias, which is this. So you guys can see on my chart, we have a breakout zone from the 18s, right, on the continuous contract. The 18s all the way down to the 4s. The middle of that is the 11s. So, guys, that's where we're looking on the 30-minute time frame in order to in order to do some potential buying on any sort of pullback. Now, remember, if it pulls back during the Fed tomorrow, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a great opportunity. I'd like to see it pull back on low volatility and not on wide swing trade and go from there, right? But it is what it is. We'll definitely be keeping an eye at that price area, guys. So at that price level. All right, guys, and then no bias on the 5-minute time frame, guys. As you can see here on the 5-minute time frame, we are looking for new all-time highs in order to reestablish that. But guys, take a look at that 5-minute time frame with me, guys. We've seen overlapping price activity. Did we try initiative out of balance? We did. Are we back into balance? We are. So, guys, that balance from the overnight yesterday, guys, not this overnight session, but yesterday's overnight session, we traded above that 30 halves, guys. We traded above that 30 evens, 30 quarters, 30 halves, all the way up into the 34s, 34 quarters. 34 quarters were the highs of the day. But guys, guess what we're trading right now? 29.75, 29 halves are trading, guys. So do I think do I think that we have failed that initiative out of balance? I think that that's what it's saying to us right now. Who knows what the future may hold, but yeah, guys, I think that we do not have, I think we've lost any sort of bias that we had to the upside with that trade back into balance. I just don't think that we have any bias. I'd love to see new all-time highs reestablish, and I'll be looking to sell some 35 halves if we get back up there, guys, if we get back up there. Same as we were looking for yesterday, guys. We didn't get it in the overnight session, but and then to the downside, hey Karen, good morning to you, good to see you. So we are seeing I'm looking for the 7s to the downside, guys, as that is the area that we broke out from in the overnight session. I'd love to see us pull back into the 675, 7 evens, and then we look for a price pattern in order for hoping that we continue to stay above that, right? Especially since we did see that nice bid come in off those lows yesterday, off the bottom, off that spike down into the 1775s. So guys, I would love to see some sort of continuation here, but I don't think that we're going to get it here. I think that if the first place that we'll look for it is the 7s if we're looking to participate to the upside. All right, guys, so that is the ES. Next, let's go ahead over to the NASDAQ. NASDAQ is quite the trade that we have seen recently, guys. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. You guys know it. You guys know where I'm looking. I'm looking at that at that 74.20 to 73.90s. That's where I'm looking in the NASDAQ. If we pull back down there again, we are above the middle, right? We have seen sustained trades. We have seen continuous rotations all the way from the bottom all the way back up above the middle, and I'd love to see us push another one more time higher up into the 7700s in order to confirm that. But for currently, guys, our buying is definitely lower, guys. Buying zone is definitely lower. We're talk about the 81s, guys. Look for a price pattern here, guys. I'm looking for a price pattern here at the 81s. We'll get to that in just a second. Why? All right, guys. So we're looking at the 30-minute time frame. I'm looking at, like I said, 74.20, 73.90s. All right, guys, and I have no bias on the 30-minute time frame, like we talked about, guys. On that 30-minute time frame, we've seen nothing but overlapping trade here, nothing but wide range overlapping trade off that lows, but up through the middle of that area of balance. So, guys, I do think that I do think that we do have some potential for some continued wide range chop here with overlapping. Likely we're going to end up fat craning this. There's no doubt about it. If we see above 76.30 again, I think we can start putting that long lean back on the 30-minute. Until then, I think that it is. I think that we are definitely starting to see overlapping chop trade, and then guys, we do we did see some nice bid come in yesterday. You guys can see that in the chart yesterday. We did see some nice bid come in off that spike low right before the open, guys, and into the open. I apologize, into the open, and we did see sustained trade higher, guys. It's the only major that we did see that. We saw all the other majors down. We saw the other majors working their way lower and lower and lower, whereas the NASDAQ was working its way higher. I think the NASDAQ will be the canary that will let us know once we get some participation, some directional participation in the same direction from all the majors. I think that we're likely to see something, right? I think we're likely to see something. So, but we do need sustained trade with all those majors. We have seen that bid come in on the NASDAQ, guys. So let's talk about why we're looking for that 82 here, that 81 halves trading last, guys. Let's talk about why we're interested in that and where the invalidation of the trade would be. So, guys, we are seeing currently the 81 quarters trade. That's the middle of the previous area of balance. We did see, let's just call it from 5:30 until 7:30. So 2 hours of sustained trade, initiative out of balance in the overnight session above previous highs and above over and into new overnight highs, guys. We have seen it come back down and take one area of balance lower here, guys, and continue. So, guys, I'd love to see where our initiative out of balance to downside on the 5-minute time frame, on the most granular of the time frames, but clearly into a support zone if we're going to find it, right? It's going to be right here in this 81 half, 82 half area. So, guys, I'm looking for a price pattern here in order to participate to the long side in this market. How will we know where we're wrong? We'll know we're wrong if we see sustained trade below the 73s, guys. That's 8 points right now. That's 8 points of risk plus whatever you choose to let it roll. So even though to see sustained trade, you could need to see all the way down to the 69s. But yeah, guys, we're talking about a handful of points in the NASDAQ, guys, in order to potentially participate to the upside. So, guys, I am looking for a price pattern here. Getting it right now, guys. I'm liking that price pattern that we're seeing. So, alright, guys, so not seeing the price pattern look good for a second there, but we need that bar to close, guys. Need that bar to close in order to see anything. Sorry, that's a much better time frame to be looking at. All right, so yeah, guys, need that bar to close, and I'd like to see it back up, trading the 83s. That would make me very, very happy, happy camper. So we will be keeping an eye on that. I've yet to take it. I got interested for a second there, but yeah, not showing the price pattern that I want, guys. We're seeing overlapping price activity in the YM as well, guys. YM as well. So let's talk about that, guys. Alright, guys, let me go ahead and post up for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and post up what we just talked about. Chat blast, you know it, guys. So we are seeing that the NASDAQ YM, guys, the overnight tested and failed at previous all-time highs, guys. Why is that important? Because we did see sustained trade. We did see initiative on the YM, guys. We did see initiative out of that previous all-time high, which is that orange bar, I guess it's orange, yeah, orange bar that you see on your screen there, guys, at the 84, at the 684s. Did see trade all the way up into the 820s, back down off of it, guys. And every time that we've seen rotation back up through, in the overnight session when we saw rotation back up through, we saw failed 5-minute, and we are seeing rotations lower, guys. We saw initiative out of balance and fail back through the lower extreme, taking away that 5-minute long lane, and we are seeing trade lower, guys. So until we can see sustained trade above that 84, 85 area, the 684s, I think we're likely to continue to see some selling come in here, guys. All right, next for you. Let's take a look at that 4-hour. Yeah, guys, clearly look at that 4-hour chart on the YM, guys. On the YM, that is clearly, that says a chart that starts in the bottom left-hand corner and works its way to the upper right-hand corner. Yeah, that's definitely saying, hey, you look at me, right? So that's what we are seeing here, guys. That's what we are seeing is we are clearly seeing over the last 3 months sustained trade come into that YM, and that YM did go up and make new all-time highs recently. All right, guys, we're seeing 9 evens and 9 quarters trading in the ES. So let's go into the 30-minute. Let's get a little more granular, guys. A little more granular, that's right, guys. So on that 30-minute time frame, we are seeing overlapping price activity from the 820 highs all the way down to the 712s. The middle of that area of balance is the 763s, guys. We didn't even get close to it. We traded the 730s, 738s, all the way down to the 651s, and then, guys, that was below. That was initiative out of balance to the downside, guys. On the yesterday below that key area, that 647s, guys. With that trade, I do think since we are below those previous all-time highs, right? I do think that does call into bias that long lean, right? And so I think that we can say that yesterday invalidated the 30-minute long lean, and now with price, as long as we don't see price back up above that previous all-time high, I think we can say we are establishing we did put in an upper extreme of the 30-minute bias, right, the 30-minute time frame, and we saw failed initiative out of balance, and I think that we're likely to say we're fat cranning it here. First area that we're going to look for is the 31s, 32s here. See if we can get some support here at the middle of the area of balance. But guys, if we don't get support there, I think that we rotate all the way back down to that lower extreme. All right, guys, that's the 30-minute time frame. We do need, guys, we have a short lean bias. We're looking for a price pattern into the 691s. We saw it in the overnight session, but guys, I did not participate to the short side. And invalidation will be sustained trade above 26,705, guys. We did invalidate, right? We did invalidate that 5-minute bias, guys. We did invalidate that 5-minute bias on the in the overnight session. Let's talk about it right quick. I'll zoom into those charts, guys. So on the 5-minute time frame, I'm gonna go ahead and remove that drawing that we just added. But yeah, with that spike up into the 703s and trade back below the lower extreme, guys, overlapping price activity once, twice lower, guys. I do think that we did invalidate that 5-minute lean to the downside. So or to the upside, 5-minute lean to the upside. I apologize. So yeah, guys, that's what we are seeing. I'm getting some I was getting some pings on my phone here. So yeah, guys, we do need would love to see new all-time highs to reestablish, but we definitely need to see above that. We need to see above that 73, right? We need to see above that 73 here in the YM to even start to take away perhaps that short lean that we're seeing. So guys, that's what we are seeing. Let me go ahead and post that up for you. But yeah, that 5-minute lean went away this morning with sustained trade up above. Chat blast for you again, with trade up into the 701s and then back down through the lower extreme of that 5-minute area balance. So guys, let's go ahead. That's the YM, and finally, guys, finally for you is 822. Man, this has gone on a little bit longer than I expected it to, but here we go. Guys, we are seeing overlapping price activity a little bit lower here this morning in the Russell. So guys, we are seeing those 13s trade in the Russell, 17 13s. We did see nice bid come in yesterday, guys, into the close, but off those lows, man, oh man, was it down yesterday. It saw quite the selling come in. Saw 16.99 spot 4 lows, and man, we have seen some bid come in off. But I think we have to see sustained trade, like unlike we were able to in the overnight session, guys. We have to see some sustained trade above that what's this called, the 15, the 4. I think 14s are a good place to be looking short again if we get back up there. So we do nothing has changed in the Russell 4 long lean, guys. We are looking for price pattern to 1688 spot 9. We have no bias, zero bias on the 30-minute time frame, guys. We're well off those highs. We're let's just call it we're 30 points off those all-time highs, guys. And we do have a short lean bias in the 5-minute, looking for key areas of price pattern into 1714 spot 4, and invalidation we will invalidate that trade with sustained trade above 1717. 1717 spot 7 was our high from yesterday, guys. So yeah, we will invalidate that trade, that short trade at that point in time. So there's the Russell for you, guys. There's the Russell. That crude is 20 cents off its previous highs as well, guys. 20 cents off its previous highs. We will be keeping an eye on the crude today. That natty gas has seen a bid, no doubt about it. So guys, that we did talk about this price pattern that we're looking for here, guys. We were unable to invalidate that long lean on the NASDAQ, guys, and we did see a little bid coming off of it. We'll see what happens on the open, guys. We shall pay attention to what's happening on the open. 9 halves at 975. Hopefully, guys, hopefully there's something on the open this morning. Something on the open, unlike previous trading sessions, guys, where we've seen some we've seen some quiet opens, we'll just put it that way. So guys, I'm Eric VM Hoi Soy. That is my chat handle. You know that I bring it for you every single day. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Those are guys who watch along on YouTube. But yeah, we're not videoed up on YouTube, but yeah, guys, if you become a subscriber, there's a 7-day free trial going over to FutureSquawk.com. That's us, and say hi. You know it. You know that we love the contact from anybody who is a viewer of our content. So guys, that's what we're seeing. This has been FutureSquawk, is and has been and will continue to be a lost child production. It's dedicated to my beautiful, wonderful, and loving son. I do love you, my bro. You are the light and joy of my life. All right, excellent, guys. Thank you so very much, and have a wonderful pre-Fed trading day.